So now for the Thomson Foundation Awards. It's the 10th year for the Young Journalist of the Year Award. It's always one of the highlights of the evening. It gives me great pleasure to invite Lord Chandos, the chairman of the Thomson Foundation, to the stage to present this award. Now, for the Young Journalist Award, entrants are asked to submit a sample of three pieces of their work from the last year. This year, the judges thought that all three candidates were unusually polished, showing not just raw potential, but real accomplishment. The panel felt it augurs well for the future of journalism around the world. One judge said, "I looked at their work and thought it was far better than anything I ever did." The first nominee is Carlos Raúl Kestler Molina, a Guatemalan video journalist with Prensa Libre Guatevision. This was thought to be an astonishing portrait of Guatemala through the quality of its roads. It was completely captivating. You found joy and happiness in the midst of the disaster that is the roads. The judges thought Carlos injected humour into a serious situation to great effect. Overall, a big production with some wonderful scenes, really a great idea. The second nominee is Yashraj Sharma, a freelance reporter writing for The Guardian and NBC from India. Yashraj's very good writing skills with the ability to do many different things extremely well in many ways impressed the judges. At 22 years old, the panel thought this was the work of someone twice his age. The sheer variety of his stories is just fantastic. What's he going to be doing by the time he's 42? This entry includes 3 excellent articles from difficult territories, leading with the shocking story about the abortion of female fetuses in India. The final nominee in the category is also from India. It's the senior correspondent for the print, Jyoti Yadav, with 3 stories about historic rapes. The judges enjoyed the diversity of Jyoti's work, a very compelling and good journalist with really good writing and impressive follow-through. Her story on historic rapes has one of the strongest opening lines of any story I've ever read. Let's watch now as the 3 candidates introduce their stories and what it means to them to be a finalist tonight.
My stories are about the Guatemalan road network. They explain how the bad conditions of the road network affect the quality of life of Guatemalan people, from the touristic industry to the economic part and even the social development of the country. We took up 4 months to produce these stories, to see the conditions of the roads and the highways, and to listen to the people in different parts of the country to understand what they have to say about this problem. This documentary really pushed the authorities to do their job. For example, the repair of a road that is near Lake Atitlan was rescheduled to a date sooner than the original one.
My stories chronicle the lives of 3 forgotten gang rape survivors and their pursuit of justice and a new life. These women dominated the headlines when the sexual crime occurred, but soon slipped out of public attention. I tracked them down to look at their long, lonely struggle to regain their identity, something that many ignore. The stories created a much required stir in India. This also led to multiple follow-ups on other gender crimes by other reporters.
Stories that are reported for The Guardian about female feticide focused on how the violence against women is so deep-rooted in Indian society that it's so rampant and even starts before a woman is born. Another of my stories that are reported for the rest of the world focused on how Facebook-backed Instagram entered into the short video market in India after TikTok was banned by the government. The third of my story that are reported for the NBC News focused on year after Myanmar coup, the refugees that were coming into the Mizoram state of India.
Being a finalist in the Young Journalist Award is a huge honor. It is also a reminder that Latin American journalism can achieve high levels of quality.
This award isn't for me, it is for the women. This recognition will help change the gaze on how we cover crime against women.
As a young journalist, this responsibility falls upon our shoulder to have the patience and perseverance and to continue to report what we see around us.
And the winner of the Thomson Foundation Young Journalist of the Year Award is Yashraj Sharma from India.
going to say, sadly, Yashraj was not able to come to the UK to collect his award because he is among a number of journalists who cannot leave Indian-administered Kashmir after the region's special status was revoked in 2019. Journalists have faced travel bans, and many, including Yashraj's editor at the Kashmir Wala, who is currently in jail, have been arrested under anti-terrorism laws. Yashraj himself, who's now the interim editor, has been accused of inciting riots after he reported that Kashmiri school children were being forced to celebrate India's Republic Day. He's on bail, which means that sadly he can't leave the country.
I'm deeply grateful for this recognition by the Thomson Foundation and Foreign Press Association. These stories wouldn't have looked the same without the efforts of my editors at NBC News, Rest of World and The Guardian. I want to dedicate and share this award with every journalist who find themselves in prison today for their reporting and holding the power accountable. You inspire us every day. The responsibility of informing the society doesn't come easy, and it often takes the soul out of you. This award belongs to every journalist who continue to believe even as they see the world around them falling apart. Be there and hold the line. Thank you.
I'd like to invite the two other nominees to come to the stage and receive their certificates, please.